Hello, my beautiful and lovely friends. Welcome back to the Midlife Mom. And I am getting ready for Christmas here in Ontario, Canada. We've had some little bits of snow flurries, and I have so much to do. I have a lot of clients that I do special baking for and treats. Well, this year I'm not doing the cookies. I've decided to make homemade nuts and bolts. When I was first married, my husband had an aunt that always did little treats up like that, and I decided to shift things up, mix it up a little bit this year to try something new. So I have a recipe for homemade nuts and bolts. Maybe it's called bits and bites, how you would say it. But anyways, I've got my recipe here. I have so many ingredients that I'm putting in. I've got butter because everything is better with butter. And I've got Shreddies and Cheerios and Kellogg's Crispix cereal. And I've got these cheese nips or bites. I've got salted peanuts, cashews because I love cashews, and I just wanted to elevate it because it is going to be a gift, and of course pretzels. And I'm going to add some garlic in here, and I've got like this garlic and herb mix, so I'm going to add a little bit of that into it, paprika, and some Worcestershire. So welcome. And if you've never been tuning into my channel, if this is your first time, welcome. You are very welcome here. And let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do, it says to melt a pound of butter. So I'm going to go ahead and get that started. I've already washed my hands, and I'm going to melt this, and I'm going to turn my oven on to 250. And I'm going to just add, it says 2 cups of all the different varieties of cereals. And so after I melt the butter, I'm going to get this going, and then I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to add all the things into my roast pan and see where that takes us. The nice thing about bits and bites, when I've been looking at different recipes, it's very much make it to your own taste. And I love recipes like that because I'm Italian, and that's a lot of times how I cook. I do have a recipe that I try to loosely follow, but anyways, I do modify things on occasion. So I'm gonna throw this in the microwave, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have put in my 2 cups of all my cereals, my cheese bites, my peanuts and cashews. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and put in my ingredients to the butter. I've melted the pound of butter, which is a lot. I think this might make more than one batch. We'll just kind of see how this goes because it is my first time making it. We'll just see how it is because I want a nice coating of wet on my cereal. So it just basically said to gently toss this, and I do have 2 baking sheets with parchment on them. So once I get this I'm going to gently stir it up a little bit more, and then I'm going to drizzle my wet onto here, gently stirring, and then I'm going to scoop it out onto my flat baking pans and bake it in the oven. It says for an hour and a half on 225 to 250, and so that's what I'm going to do. And so I'm going to just get that going. So it's calling for a tablespoon of garlic powder. I'm going to go put that in. And I don't have, oh, let me check. It says a teaspoon and a half of onion salt. I'll just check. I'll be right back. I do have onion powder, so I'll put a little bit of this in. So I'll put a teaspoon of onion powder in. And I do have this, which is really actually quite good, is a garlic and herb, and it's just a blend, and it smells so good. So I'm gonna add a little bit of this in as well, a teaspoon of this. We had this on some meat this week, and I said this is actually my husband's for his steak or whatever meat that he's grilling, and I said to him, can I borrow some of that? It's so good. And it was just the Clubhouse garlic and herb blend. Delicious if you're looking to try something new. And then it's for paprika, it also says a tablespoon. So we'll add that in. I'm just gonna go with a half a tablespoon. Like it said in all of the recipes, make to your own taste. So that's what we're doing. And then 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Everybody says that differently, but if I said it wrong, that's okay. So 3 tablespoons of this into your butter. And yes, this is kind of a pricey treat nowadays. Nothing is cheap to make anymore. But I just like to do some little special thing. I'm doing a little gift basket up for some of my clients. So this is just something different. A lot of my clients are older and they're not eating as many sweets anymore. And I just thought that this would be something that they could put in a little dish and have on the coffee table when family came to visit, or to nibble on themselves. Okay, so that looks good and it smells delicious. Maybe I better have a little taste just to make sure. I think I'm going to do another bit of garlic because we like garlic at our house. And okay. Then I'm going to take and just drizzle this gently over my cereal. Who remembers having homemade bits and bites from Christmases past? Does anybody remember having some of this? Maybe your family had their own traditions and things that you enjoyed doing, maybe your mom, or even you with your children. If you're older like me, when my kids were young, we always had our own little favorite recipes that we enjoyed making, and I tried to instill the love of baking at Christmas in my sons. I didn't have daughters, and so often we did a lot of Christmas baking and gave it as gifts, because I just feel like baking is kind of a lost thing. People are busy, and I just knew that we had so many people that appreciated the homemade baking when we did it. And I know my clients always appreciate just the extra little effort that I make. And of course, I like to do it because it does make them feel special to receive something that's homemade. So yes, it is a little bit pricey, but that's okay. Well, this seems like it's well coated, so I'll just tip this up for you all to see. And it looks super duper delicious. And I've got my baking pans here, and I'm going to just load them up. I'm wondering if I should, after I get them on the pans, I'll maybe drizzle some more of the sauce over top of them, because I know the cereal and all that just kind of soaks in, or the butter soaks into the cereal. Sorry, I said that backwards. It looks like a nice mix of everything. The nuts and cereal looks super duper good. We have still not got our water hooked back up yet. If you're just tuning in now, we've been, our well went dry at the end of summer, and so we've been dealing with that. But now we ran into a few snags, and so my husband has to wait until our son is available to climb, do some extra semantics with all of that. And but it will be up and hooked up and, you know, having our well water running before Christmas. But we do have a big container that my husband has hooked directly up, so we're not technically out of water. It just will be so wonderful to have our pump drawing straight from the well, and it just makes you thankful. But we have been just wrapping up our renovations in the basement. We got our stairs put back in. We have our ceiling fixed. We just bought an area carpet today, so that's going to go down. But I just have some cleaning to do and just some last minute things. And I want to be able to put my tree up downstairs in the family room. And so that will be lovely. So I think that's about it for this baking sheet. I'll just set it over here. And then I'm going to load up this one. Have you got your decorating done? Have you started buying gifts? Usually I'm way far ahead in the season. I am just a slacker this year. I don't know what's going on, but I'm so far behind on my gifts. And oh boy. But you know what? I'm not going to stress over it. I've just given myself permission to just do what I can do, and that's okay. We went to a beautiful Christmas party one of my clients hosted last night, and had a lovely, lovely time. My husband was able to take a tour of their house. They had just built this beautiful, great big new home, and lovely, lovely family that I'm privileged to care for, and I've been with them for over 10 years now, and so it's such a nice evening, and just enjoying good company. Okay, so that looks really, really good. So there's 2 pans that I've got loaded up, and it looks pretty good, but I think the cereal still looks a bit dry, so I'm going to go ahead and drizzle some more stuff over this, some of the liquid I am going to turn the oven on to 250. And then it wants you to stir this. Make sure you're tossing it gently every 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm going to do that as well. And then I'll show you what I'm going to put all of this, when it's cooled, into. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to let that cereal bake in the oven on 250 for an hour and a half. I'm going to toss it every 15 to 20 minutes. And I'll probably get another roast pan ready to go. And these are the jars that I picked up at the dollar store. They're super duper cute. They have a really nice tightly sealed lip here. I paid $2.50 for these, and it's just a nice, it's 700 milliliters, 23 ounces. So it's just a nice snack size. And I think it's gonna look super cute. I'll put that, I'm gonna wash these, and then I will, as soon as the cereal mix, the nuts and bolts is cooled, I will load up the jars. I have, I don't know, quite a few jars to fill. And I just brought a few out. I'm gonna get those washed, get those going, and just keep plugging away at the process. And today when we were out, we did go out for the Black Friday here in Canada. Of course, it's not anything near as spectacular as the Black Friday sales in the US, but I did see some poinsettias on sale for $4.50, and they were lovely. So I grabbed 4 of those. I will show you those. Lovely size and beautiful and fresh. So I'm going to, I have a few clients, they're just the ladies, and that have maybe some food allergies and other issues like that. So I've got 4 of these to hand out to those ladies. So that will be 4 of them taken care of, which is good. So that's 4 down. And when I go to make up the trays with the nuts and bolts, I'll take a clip of that to show you all. So I hope you guys are doing well, and the season is progressing forward, whether you're ready or not, whether you are celebrating or not, whether this is a happy season for you or whether it's really not. I've met some people, especially as people get older, and maybe they don't have family that they get together with anymore. Maybe their kids don't come home, or they live far away and they're used to spending the holidays alone or just quietly by themselves. And so I think we need to just be sensitive to what other people are experiencing at that time, and whether you can just drop off a little card, or a phone call, or just stop in for a cup of tea. Those gestures are always appreciated, or just dropping someone a line, a text, or something simple like that, just to let someone know that you're thinking of them. I was in the Dollar Tree. We had to go to a celebration of life just recently, and I said to my husband, I went into the Dollar Tree to pick up a card, and they had some really lovely cards in there, and I'll show you a couple of them that I picked up. And just a couple beautiful little Christmas cards, because cards are so expensive. And this is just kind of a little bit of a religious card. And this one too, like with faith, hope, and love at Christmas. And it's hard to find anything like this here in Canada, where we don't have Bible bookstores. We don't have any real faith-based stores anymore here. And so if you want to give somebody a card with any kind of faith-based message, anything with God in it, you're really searching for that here in Canada, which is a sad thing to do, because when my husband and I go across the border to Hobby Lobby in the States, I mean, you can go to the truck stops and the gas stations and find, you know, religious paraphernalia. But here in Canada, it's not readily available. The Dollar Tree is a great place to look, and they're very reasonable. I think it was like $1.25 for these cards, and they're beautiful. And so that's just a tip. We have a birthday coming up for my granddaughter. I just spoke to my mom, and our family isn't getting together until the 28th. And so my mom had said to me, can you do up another piñata? I did a piñata up for the little kids last year. So she said, it was such a hit. Can you do that again this year? And the kids really enjoyed it. So I've got to make sure that I get a piñata picked up, go to the dollar store, grab a bunch of candies. And so that will be lots of fun. I haven't even got my tree up. I haven't decorated. I haven't done anything. So, oh boy, but that's okay. I'm giving myself permission. I'm not stressing out about everything, because I just want to be able to enjoy this season, and whatever I can get done and be able to do, that's good. And if not, then that's okay too. We've just started watching some holiday Hallmark movies, and we enjoy doing that in the evenings. My husband is hopefully in the next couple weeks getting together with his sister. They're just going to meet up and go out for coffee, and that's a lovely thing to do with a sibling too. So, you know, whatever your Christmas looks like, it's okay, because nobody has the perfect recipe for Christmas. And some people, we have all these different expectations of how our Christmas should look or how it's going to go. And sometimes it's just not that way. Sometimes life has twists and turns, and we just have to take it as it comes. So I hope that you're doing well, and I hope that you're making the best of it. I think in my last video, I said, I am choosing joy this Christmas. And so I hope that you guys are as well. Choose joy, whatever your Christmas is looking like, whether you don't have anybody coming home, treat yourself to something special. Make that delicious hot beverage and enjoy it in your comfy chair with your cozy pajamas and a fuzzy blanket, watching an old movie. Whatever your Christmas season looks like, just choose to enjoy it. Make the best of it. And remember that I'm praying for you. And I know that I haven't been making the videos as consistent as I was in the summer, but you know, life just has a way of stirring things up and mixing things up and being up and down. But I'm doing my best, and I'm showing up when I can, and I hope that you can just show grace, and that you are enjoying when I do put out a video, and that it inspires you. So remember that I'm thinking about you, and I'm praying for you, and I hope that you will come back again. At the end of this video, I will include a clip of the finished bits and bites in the jars. Hi friends, I just wanted to pop on here and show you guys, just finish up some of the loose ends that I have to put together my gift baskets for my clients. I like to give them just something small each. And this year I did show you guys I made homemade bits and bites. So I've got those, and I put a cute little Christmas tea towel, and I just tied a really cute little piece of twine around that, and it's going to go in the gift pack. And I also found these adorable little packages of mini trees. And so many people, when you get older, have so many tchotchkes, I call them. But I just thought these were adorable. They're just a little, some kind of Christmassy feel to the gift bundle here. And it's not a lot, it's just a little something that I've put together that says, I'm thinking about you, you're important to me, thank you for being part of my clientele. And there you have it, something cute, easy, from my home to theirs. And of course, if this plastic doesn't sit just perfectly, I can tape in little pieces that are sticking out and kind of fuss with it. I could put a cute little ornament or some greenery here. I don't know if I'm going to get to that this year. It's just something simple and meaningful.